Hi there, I'm Tim. I'm going to teach everybody how to play the Trailblazers Epic Solo mod. Trailblazers is a game coming out from Ryan Courtney and Bitewing Games. There'll be a Kickstarter later this year. The game itself has multiplayer versions, and it'll have 3 different solo versions to the game. This is just one of the solo versions. This is the Epic Solo versions. The other solo versions will be a much shorter experience. This is just one to showcase the fact that this solo version is pretty epic. It can take about an hour to play this game if you can succeed at every level. There are 3 different levels or 3 different stages, I guess is a way to say it. Um, Basically, how the game works is you're going to be drawing cards, and every time you draw cards, you're going to use 2 of those cards. And then you're going to discard the rest and then draw more cards. They get drawn in cycles. First, you draw 8 cards. In the mod itself, as you can see, we have a little button here that draws 8, and then it says draw 6. So after I've chosen 2 of these cards to play out here, I will just hit this button. It'll automatically discard my hand, and then it'll draw 6. I'm going to cycle through this 4 times, and then that'll be stage 1, and then I'll cycle through it 4 more times, and it'll be stage 2, and then 4 final times for stage 3. The stages kind of work differently. Well, I guess here, I'll teach how the tile laying rules work. There are rules. Basically, on the very first round of the game, you're going to have to choose one of these. The game itself is about making different nature pathways in which you have different kind of pathways. The brown pathway is just a hiking path. The waterway is a kayaking path, as what waterways would be, and the orange is a mountain biking path. So basically, each turn, I'm going to choose 2 tiles, or 2 cards. These are cards in the actual game. Let's see. Let's choose these 2. Well, they aren't perfect, but I'm not going to try to play a great game here. I'm going to try to play an okay game. It's a quick one. So, okay, a couple other things you need to know. As you can see, these tiles have animals on them, and other tiles do not have the animals. This does not. This does not. This little animal here, that's a wolf. This is a bear. There are 6 different animal types. We have them down here. There are eagles, bison, bears. These are lynx or mountain lions, I guess. These are moose, and these are wolves. When you place a tile with an animal, you have the option to place an animal on it. That animals are how you can get past stages 1 and 2. I will place these animals on here. These are, that's a bear. That is a wolf. Oops, that has 2 wolves. I will throw one of those back in. I'm going to put these back in my hand so when I discard, they automatically die. Okay, so having placed these, I also have to choose one of these. Basically, these are base camps. We have bike shack, we have a hiking gear shop, and we have a kayak corner. I have to choose one of these on the very first round. Must place one because technically these tiles had to be placed, or at least one of them had to be placed next to a camping spot. Okay, I'm going to put this bike shack because the base way that you have to score is a path has to come out of the same type. So this is a bike shop, so this is a bike path. It'll have to come out of that path, and it'll have to lead all the way back to this exact camp. Eventually. It doesn't have to do it yet. But by the end of the first stage, I have to have paths that come back at the least, it's going to take a couple of them. It's going to have to come all the way back. Plus, stage 1 means I have to have at least 30 points in animal scoring. Let's see here. I know the scoring. I guess I'm hoping this actually has that in here somewhere for people to reference. I feel like that should be in here a little bit better. I'll have to talk about that. But the way animal scoring works is a path can have one of each, it can score one of each animal type. For each path that has different animal types is how you get the scoring. If it only has one animal on it, you're going to get 1 point. If you get 2 animals, that has 3 points. 3 is 6, 4 is 10, 5 is 15, and if you get all 6 animals on a path that then leads all the way back, you will get 21 animal points. So stage 1, after the first 4 cycles, you have to have 30 points in animal scoring. That works. Stage 2, you have to have 80 points in animal scoring. And then stage 3 literally ignores animal scoring, and you just want to have the one contiguous line of each of the 3 colors of path. And then you will count up how long that line is. And that is the high score. I know I'm going to play a little bit. I might jump ahead as an edit to show how this works. So that was basically the first draft. Bang. I'm getting this more. I would like to add to this, and I do have this. Okay, one thing you need to know. This here is a bear. This bear kind of looks like it's on this brown path. It's actually only really allowed to score for the longest path on the line. This brown cannot score that bear. This is one I think I am going to grab. It's gonna U-turn and come back to there. I need to try to get this all the way back to here at some point, but currently that's fine. A couple other rules you need to know. Having an animal on a tile means you can never place another tile on top of that tile. That is an uneditable tile. But if it's a tile without an animal on it, this is some terrible play because I'm not taking enough time, but this is another U-turn. I, at a later point, can go, well, I just need this to do something else. So I'm going to do that. In actuality, I guess it really doesn't matter. This is fine. So, boom. So now this currently has 3 things. Now, as you can see, I was not forced to make the other lines line up. They just aren't actual paths that are usable in the game then. I could maybe try to fix some of them through editing, but it is not going to happen right now. Okay. Speaking of editing, I do have this. This does have an animal on it because I do need to try to score a brown and a blue animal scoring at some point. Typically, for stage 1 of it, you might be able to get away with it with only actually scoring 2 of these. Because once I hit this draw 8, I have to choose another one of these other ones. I have to go from top to bottom total. I could choose either one of these. I either have to place it or I have to throw it away if I think I don't actually need it. I'm probably actually am going to place it, though. Let's see if I can figure out a good placement here. It's okay. This is kind of got to turn there and it kind of come out, but sure. This one does have a wolf on it. Oops, let me grab the top wolf from one of these stacks. Boom. So this wolf is now on there. That is something I can score later. Okay, I am now forced to place one of these. I can look at all my tiles, all my new cards first if I want to. I think I'm actually going to throw it up here. I would actively say the first few times you play this, just try to get good at getting past the first stage. Then try to get past the second stage. Third stage is a completely different thing. It is a lot of fun because once you've gotten to the third stage, you then have to try to look at all your previous lines. And sometimes you're going to have to do some edits that will then connect up to other lines that you use for animal scoring, because I might actually have to make another orange animal scoring here. But then for stage 3, I can only ever score one line. I have to try to make it as long as possible, so I'm going to have to take some of those, and with laying stuff on top, connect them in some way. That's the stuff that gets hard. It's why this game is so fascinating and fun, but it's also, it can be hard. I think this is actually pretty good right there, because now if I get a brown U-turn, one with an animal would be great. I can get it all the way back to here. So this orange can come out there. I wish this had an animal on it, although actually, never mind, I already have that. Okay, a couple of things I guess I could make clear. The different shapes of animal, because for instance, as you can see, this is a water. It also has 2 animals on it, but you're only ever going to put 1 on it. It's just there for flavor. But as you can see, this is also a wolf tile. They both have the same shape, even though this is a water one and this is a hiking one. All the wolf ones will have this where they go straight and then turn right. All of the bear ones go straight and turn left. The U-turns are these bison, or the moose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One thing, in case you need to keep track of, whatever the next draw is, that's how many cards you should be down to before you hit that button in your hand. So I'm going to have to choose another one here. I don't really have a lot of, I'm going to have to start setting up for a water in the future, so that's fine. Put it way over here. I'm going to put an animal on it. I'm putting an animal on this one. I did not put an animal on this one. I was just placing it to place it. Boom. Okay, I did not draw. I'm going to be keeping an eye out for this brown hiking U-turn that'll have a moose on it. I would like to get one with a moose on it. If I got one without a moose, I guess I'll live with it. This is nice. That's nice. Especially since it won't really interfere with this U-turn, so I don't really care what the other stuff on it is. Now I do have a couple of things, and this brown is the same as that one, so I do not care about that. Because, as I said, each line needs to have different animal types on it. And as I said, this is also the same shape, so that's one way to also know. Even though the wolves, I made the wolves different. I made all the animals slightly different colors. On the cards themselves, they kind of can look similar. And in real life, they're cards that you hold in your hand. Actually, if I did this way, or instead of looking at it like this, I did it like this, you could see it a lot better. Which is what I should probably get used to doing. I'm going to actually do one of these water ones. Oh boy, that's got a long trip. But, that's how you score. You want long trips. Okay, I'm drawing 4. Wow, every one of these has animals on it. Also, I do not have a eagle yet. I don't have this yet either. And since I'm planning on this and this, now as you can see, I've now left a hole here. And now, it's probably nothing I care about. I am planning on placing animals on this and here. So those animals are on. Whoops, I forgot to put an animal on this one. Technically, I was supposed to make that decision at the point. I had made that decision. I just forgot to put it on there. So, boom, I want that. Those are there. And so that was the second round, I guess. I don't know what I've been calling them. Okay, I don't have an eagle on this yet. I also do not have the U-turn. Oh boy. Oh, and do I have the U-turns right there? Good. I'm happy I have that U-turn because that was no good. Okay, as you can see, this does not plug into there very well. And I can't place the tile here, it has to connect it to at least one other card. And this doesn't work. That doesn't, I mean, that might work because I guess I'm planning on putting the blue here or there or something. And so I do need this to be able to come around. So this is actually not bad. I don't think I'm going to end up using these browns, but they're there if I can, through a miracle of luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was that. Let me put a bird on there. There's a nice eagle. I do have to place this now. Okay, I also technically have to place it before I place anything else. So I couldn't put this here and then place it here because this has to get placed first. So I guess, but I do know where I'm placing this, so I could put it here. I guess this will have to come up and turn. All right, that's fine. That has another eagle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh, there we go. This is one of the things I was looking for. It's even got the animal I would like to score. I'm glad I don't know if I missed one of those earlier while I was chatting, but I caught it this time. That's good. You're going to have to get lucky to get a big score in this. You know, I don't know if you particularly need to get lucky to get the 15 animal scoring. You can almost certainly just make that happen through placing some stuff. But to do that where you also set it up for the 80 and set it up for the end game, those can be those are some next level stuff. Okay. Now, oops. I think I'm actually going now. As you can see, this does touch this, so it counts as a legal placement. It touches a card, and these count as cards. Okay. I mean, this is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is one other shape. I call this a Z. There's an S. The S has these on it, which weirdly, I mean, it would be this. I would like it if I got one with an animal on it. Would be better. Would be a lot better, as a matter of fact. But here's the thing. The way this turns, that's some good length. Plus, this is the shape I'm looking for. I'm setting up a good location for it right there, and then I can get it in there. So I'm actually going to do this. Wait, except for I can't. I have placed a third tile. What was that third one? Because I have to be discarding 4 of them. It was this, right? Well, this is still okay. Okay, let's take a look. This, I could put this there, right? This comes up. So if I do this, I'm actually just using this as a reference for stuff. I know. I'm probably taking a little longer than I should in a game where it doesn't truly matter. So in actuality, no. Boy, oh boy. All right, let's just, no guts, no glory. I'm going to put that there. I still want this shape, and then I want to be able to connect it over to here. Boy, that all does seem pretty terrible, but whatever. So I fail. Okay, I do already have a wolf on a line there, even though I'd like this to come over there. I think I can do it better with some other stuff. And now, weirdly, sometimes in this instance, the animals aren't. I mean, I could actively start a whole new blue line because for the 80 points, you are going to have to score more than one of each thing. Being, even if you got a 21 and a 21 and a 21, that's only 63. That's not 80 points. So I think I'm actually going to start another blue. This does have to come here. I'm actually going to start it here. Well, currently my plan is this comes around there and also connects in there. So I guess, boy, weirdly I'm going to put it there because of stuff. I'll tell you why. It's because I need to be able to connect the two blue lines at a later point. I'm okay. I guess there is one time I drew 4. I'm getting rid of 2 of these. It doesn't say I'm not going to go down to 8 cards. We're going to go down to 2. So if it says 8, I need to go down to 2 cards. I guess I mean, I assume people figured that out, but I am realized I kind of misspoke. So this has, whoops, I forgot to actually put this animal on there. This does have 1, 2, 3, 4. That was 10 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different animals here, and if I can get the 6th one, that'd be good. So a 10 and a 21. Now, granted, I only have one more cycle, so I'm going to have to maybe get some points here in some real different ways. Weirdly, I could connect these together real easy, but it's only worth 3 points, so it's not that great. So actually, I think what I'm going to do is this. It is pretty, well, actually, I do like this, because this has to connect in there at some point. Actually, I think this, because it also turns it over there. I'm going to put these back in my hand. I could just put them on the stack, but I'll just put them there because the automatic discard. Okay, this is the 4th round of the first cycle. I don't know if I'm screwing up my terms. I don't remember what I called what. As you can see, I do not play one of these cards. I play through the last one, and then when I start, and then I check my animal scoring to see if I can get the 30. Which, there, I got the one there. So if I get this, looks to me like I'm going to get my scoring done, which is good because then I don't need, and I'm probably going to do it with the brown and this. So, and the brown is already a 10 and this is worth a 21. I could just do this and then at a later point just throw this in there and then that's done. Oh boy. This is about it for my orange scoring. I guess I'm going to have to start a brown because the orange is pretty surrounded. I mean, here's the thing. I don't necessarily have to play any more of these. Every time later on I get to have to do one, I can just throw it away. I actually might be placing one of these to start another line and then try to link them together. But I'm going to probably try to finish out this. Then I'll skip up to the end of the 80 points if I can pull it off. Hopefully I can. And then I'll show you how the end of the game works. Okay. Okay, I am at the end of the first I at the first scoring check there. Okay. So let's just double check. This orange comes all the way around and comes back into here for this bike path, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has all 6 different animals. That is worth 21 points. I'm going to put 21 right here. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4 for 10. So I do score 31 points in animals. And I've also kind of laid a thing here that added a second brown because I'm going to have to do another brown. But this is a pretty solid maybe Lincoln point. We'll see. Okay, let's start the next one. Okay, I'm on the second animal check. Let me double check it here. This one's still a 21. This one's still the 10. I did not do anything to those. I have this one here, which is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are all different. Those are all different, and it does come all the way around. So that's a 21. Okay. We have 2 different blue ones here. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4. As I noticed here, I accidentally put another moose on here, but he can only ever score one of them. This one, all this really did was lock where that one went down. So that's all it really did. Is now I can't put anything on top of there. I wasn't planning on it anyway, so I'm fine with it. But so that's worth 10. And I think this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. I screwed up a thing there, and I forgot to put out this. I put it on there, and I put that one on there instead because I don't know what I was doing. Okay, so this does have all of them for another 21 pointer. So that is 83. So I did get there. Okay, I'm going to get rid of all those scoring lines because now what I'm trying to do is I play one more cycle. Okay, I could place more of these. You typically don't. Most of these are just here as an indicator of what round you're on for this last round. And since the game plays enough people that you're going to have these, you can just put them out. But this is the solo version. But you can put them out because you got the components, so why not? Just like I put a lot more of these in here than you need for the solo, because you're good in the actual game. You're going to have them. All right. So now I will play out this until I get to the final end game scoring. Maybe I'll even bring it in for the last cycle, so you can see how some of that stuff works. But bang. Okay, we're at the end of the game. Mostly, for the last cycle, I took some risk-reward situations here. I had to place a final tile. It didn't do anything because I kind of played a little safer. I didn't want to have to cross my fingers, and I'm glad I didn't because these tiles at the end didn't have me. I mean, I guess I had a little bit of everything. I could have finished something if I had done a little something, but all I really need to do now is double check that my things are intact. I am pretty sure they are. I'm going to find that out by counting. How you count your lengths is every intersection and every turn has some type of thing on it. Like, let's start with this orange. You see this has this little ramp and this has a bridge. So and this has some rocks and a ramp and so on and so forth. I'm just going to count every single one of those. So this has 2 length. This only has 1 length of orange. This has 2. So one, as you can see, I also placed one here in the hopes that I could draw a perfect tile and add some lengths. And then I was forced not to do anything with it. So it isn't going to be the biggest score in the world. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 24 length. The brown, I did end up doing a lot of stuff up here with the brown because I saw some straggling brown, and so I kind of made it come over here and then do some real looperies. So the brown's actually going to score pretty good, and the blue's going to score okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then I'll just start over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's at 60. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 70, 1, 2, 72. This one scores a 72. The blue also does some okay stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That is a 58. Okay, so my score here is this is 130, 154. That's actually a pretty good score. Unless I miscounted my blue. I'm going to recount this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 58. Okay, it's actually a pretty good score. Thanks a lot, everybody. I hope this helped. One of the things I guess you should realize is the regular game is a little more competitive, the non-solo, but the other solos, you will have to count your lines usually in one of them, but not until right at the end. There really isn't this whole counting thing where I had to count all these lengths. You don't have to do it till the end. It's literally, it's all about looking at what you do, what you have, where you put them. So thanks a lot.